So welcome back guys to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be showing us how to make use of the ICT breaker block strategy, okay, to be able to make at least $15 in the market. So if you are able to spot this particular breaker block strategy on the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes time frame, then you should be able to make use of it to make $15 in the market. Okay, if you notice, we are currently at a $4 here, and our target is to be able to get to $15. All right, make use of the ICT breaker block strategy. Okay, so the ICT breaker block strategy is actually one of the reliable strategy that can be used to trade any market whenever we spot it in the market. It's a really effective and a good strategy. So right now we are going to head over to our charts to be able to spot this ICT breaker block. Remember, our equity is actually on the $7 and we want to scalp this market successfully, and to be able to do that we must be able to take like a sniper entry in the market so that our account does not get blown. So if we go to our chart, you will see our take profit level, and you will see our target is actually a $15, making use of this particular strategy. So right about now I'll just go ahead to show us how to make use of this particular pattern whenever we see it play out in the market. Remember, we are on the crash 1000 index market, and this particular pattern can be made use of on crash 1000 or any other market. We are able to spot this particular pattern, be it forex or synthetic index. So the first thing we want to do whenever we want to make use of this strategy is to make sure we know the direction of the market. Okay, so if you notice very well, you will note that price has been buying. Okay, on this particular 1 hour time frame, the market has been buying. All right, market has been buying here. So that's the first thing we notice. Okay, and after we note that market has been buying, what we want to do is to go to the 4 hour time frame. If you go to the 4 hour time frame, you will notice that market is approaching an order block here. Okay, so we just have to be careful whenever we are making use of this strategy. And remember, market has been on a support and resistance zone. So if you look very well, you will notice that market has been on a support, resistance here, and then price came back, broke out of this resistance and sold. And now you can see that price actually came back to this resistance. So it was at this point we needed to be careful here. So this is where we need to spot our ICT breaker block to be able to take a buy. So whenever we see a buy here approaching this particular resistance level, what we want to do is to watch out to see for ICT breaker block. So what we are going to do now on the 1 hour time frame is to wait first of all for market to break above this particular high. Remember, here was when price gave us a break of structure. Okay, so the first thing whenever we are able to spot that market is in a buy here is to wait for a break of structure upward, meaning that market will have to retrace a little. Whenever we see the retracement, it could mean that market wants to reverse or market wants to break upward. Okay, so two things can happen here. Either market wants to reverse by this particular sell candle here, or market wants to retrace a little, okay, and then start buying upward. So after we see this particular move here, we are just going to wait to know what market is going to do, and we can see after market retrace, market broke out of that particular high. Okay, so after market breaks out of that high, that's the second thing we want to identify. Remember, the first thing is to know the direction of the market, and we know that market has been going upward. The second thing we want to know is to be able to determine our break of structure here, okay, which took place at this level. Remember, we have to wait for a retracement and a break of structure. And then the third thing is where we are going to identify our ICT breaker block. Okay, we are going to identify our ICT breaker block. So after we've noticed a break of structure upward, what we want to do is either to go to the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, we are going to check if we can spot our ICT breaker block. Okay, so if you look very well, you will notice that our ICT breaker block is here. Okay, this is our ICT breaker block. This particular candle here is our ICT breaker block. So what we want to do is to be able to wait for price to come back to that particular breaker block here. Okay, or if you want, you can make use of the 30 minutes. Okay, so the 30 minutes will give us a precise breaker block here. Okay, so what we want to do is to make use of this particular breaker block. Okay, so what is our breaker block? Remember, our order block is the last candle here before a buy. Okay, this is the last sell candle here before the buy. So this is like our bullish order block, and the same is true also. This is our last sell candle before the buy. So this is also like our bullish order block. Okay, but now our breaker block is actually the order block here that price breaks out from. Okay, whenever you see the last candle here, okay, before the actual buy here, and then price came out to take that particular level here, you can see that price came back to take out liquidity here at this particular point here. Okay, so after this particular liquidity has been taken out here, guys, this was when price started buying. Okay, so this was like our breaker block here. Okay, this was our breaker block here. So we are going to highlight this breaker block and wait for price to come back to it. So when we highlight this particular breaker block here, we are going to wait for price to come back to see if price will come back. Okay, and that was what we were able to spot here. So we noticed that when price broke this order block here, because this was actually the last sell candle before the buy. Okay, but price came back to take out liquidity. So this was like the breaker block here. So price, after price broke structure here, we waited to see if price will come back to test this breaker block, and price came back to test it. Okay, but remember, we did not enter immediately because we needed extra confirmation. So what was the last confirmation we needed to see before we take this trade? Remember, the first thing is to know the direction, the second thing is to know the break of structure, then the third thing is to be able to spot our ICT breaker block. Okay, and then the last thing, which should be the final confirmation before we take our trade, is to wait for our close of 4-hour candle. Okay, is to wait for the close of the 4-hour candle. So if we go to the 4-hour now, we'll be able to see that we wanted to wait for price. After price came back to test our breaker block here, we wanted price to close first with this particular candle with a buy. Okay, remember, there was a sell here, immediately candle closed here and sold, but market, after testing this breaker block, started buying and closed with a buy. So this was the last confirmation we needed to know that definitely this market has tested for a good buy now, and market is going to be buy. And when we saw that, we had to jump into this particular trade, and as you can see that the market is going on smoothly. And so if you notice, our target is actually here. And then if we go to the weekly time frame, you will notice that price has really been pushing upward. Okay, you can see that price has really been pushing upward because price closed with a buy here. The previous week, price closed with a buy and started buying up to this particular high, and then crashed to this point, took out our liquidity here, and market has been pushing to the upside. Now you can see that price is actually going back to our take profit here, and the same is true also on the monthly time frame. You will notice that price, the last month candle ended with a buy, and this month candle definitely should be a buy. Okay, and then if we come to the daily time frame, you can see that price is really pushing upward. Okay, so guys, we have everything in our favor and in our advantage. Definitely this particular trade should get to our take profit level. Okay, so guys, this is how to make use of the ICT breaker block. So if you have any question, please feel free to leave in the comment description, and if you have any comments, you can leave it also there. Okay, do well to share this video, guys, and also do well to like this video if you've not done so. If you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, I advise you kindly do so now, so that you'll be notified whenever I drop any useful video. So thanks guys. Please guys, remember, do not risk more than a certain percent of your account in the forex market. Okay, so thanks guys for watching this video. Definitely I'll see you in my next trading video. So cheers guys, and see you in my next trading video.